This video is about how I feed my little schnauzers. And one of the things that I do is free feed, because periodically my dogs will stop by the food bowl with kibble and they'll have a bite or two, as you can see Honeybee doing here. So there's always food, there's always water available in every room that they're in. And I find that when I do that, my dogs don't get overweight. Now, this isn't how we started the day. Let me show you how we started the day at Saucon Valley Cute and Cuddly Schnauzers. I'm making breakfast for my dogs, and I'm sharing this because you may want to serve your dogs occasionally cooked hamburgers. So these hamburgers were cooked for dinner, and then we just make extras. I'll feed the dogs these 3. Now, sometimes I also do raw, and I will do it like this. And then I mix in the powders that I have. So in this case, Flora. I love this product. It is a probiotic. I will chop this up very finely and I will mix in the powder. I'll show you what I mean. So here's some of the cooked steak mixed with some of the raw steak. And you can see that I can just sprinkle the Flora onto it. And because I'm feeding as many dogs as I am, I will use several packets of Flora, meaning, yes, if you've got one dog, feed your dog 1 packet of Flora a day. And then I'll just wrap all this together. Sometimes I might put it in with some kibble and have the kibble be wet, but I can mix this together. And my dogs love this. They think I am the most wonderful human in the world when I hand feed this to them. So I'll take a little bit of this and I will put it like this, and then I'll have them work for it. So they'll have to do something. I might lure them into a sit or lure them into a down, and then they get this as a reward. Hopefully that's making sense. Ask me questions if you have some. You may be wondering, what do you feed these little puppies that you have? So from about the time my puppies are 3 weeks until they are about 8 weeks or more, here's what I do. Are you hungry? Huh? You ready to do some eating? Yes. This is the bag for the Purina Pro Plan salmon-based puppy food. And I don't ever recommend that you buy food like this from a wholesaler. You always want to buy premium, you want to check the dates, you want it just made. And frankly, I get it direct, just made. This is Purina Pro Plan Salmon Puppy. And I just put the kibble in the bowl, I cover it with some hot water, and next I'll be weaving in my Flora and my New Vet Plus powders. So the New Vet Plus comes in a chewable wafer, which is great. I divide it up into quarters and I use it as a treat. But when feeding little puppies like this, I use the powder form. So you can see it here in this little bag, and I give people samples of this when they get a puppy from me. If you would like to try the New Vet Plus, here's the number to call and the order code to use. What I really like about New Vet Plus is that it helps build a super strong immune system. And so this brochure that I give you if you get a puppy from me explains why and how this product works to build a super strong immune system. I have found with my little puppies that it does make a difference, and that is why I recommend it. Certainly don't require it, but highly recommend it, and I will send you home with some if you're getting a puppy from me. I weave this into puppy mush. The New Vet Plus is different from Flora. So Flora is a probiotic, a prebiotic that's great for their gut health. And you will find links to this below, as well as on my store on my website. Back to the kibble in the bowl. This is what it looks like when I'm making puppy mush. I put the powder in, fold the food over. I will put some more water into this until it is a texture that's very mushy, maybe even wet and mushy for the puppies. I'll show you what that looks like here in a few minutes as we get it just right. I'm using warm water from my teapot so that the warm water triggers the aromas of the food for the puppies. And again, when I'm first feeding 3-week-old puppies, I want it to be super mushy for 3-week-old puppies so that it just mushes apart. You can hardly even see the form of the food. So we're not even close to where I would yet serve this to 3-week-old puppies. But for 4-week-old puppies and 5, 6-week-old puppies, now I would start having it be more in this form right here. So as the puppies get older, I'm wanting them to learn the shape of the food, and I'm also wanting them to learn to eat dry. Puppies. Puppies. You can see this is just a mush. And here they come. Puppies. So this is what it looks like at 4.5, close to 5 weeks old, when puppies start really understanding food and how to eat it properly. And there's a little guy right here. Actually, this is a little girl, a little salt and pepper girl, who's over wanting to interact with me. And it's so cute to watch them. Here they are, coming over to the food bowl. And the area right around the food bowl gets super messy because they will pick food up and then they will drop it. And after they get the opportunity to eat, then I have moms and maybe even some of the older dogs come in and do some food cleanup around them. And then I do cleanup, lots of cleanup. But here is the rest of the group sleeping, and I'll be waking them up to get them to come over and enjoy some of the food. Hi, cutie. This is our little salt and pepper girl. Yeah, little salt and pepper girl. And let's see, who's this? This is our little flashy boy. And that means that is our little girl. So those of you who are getting one of these puppies, hopefully as you are looking at them, you're recognizing your own puppy. Yes, you want to come eat something? Come on right on over. Come on right on over. Yeah, we've got several of them here at the food bowl at the moment. So here in a few seconds, I'll have them all huddled around eating together. This is Strudel. Hi, Strudel. And some of them have found the spoon and are eating the food right off of the spoon that I used to stir. Can you hear the sounds? Sounds of puppies licking food. And in here, Daisy is being very playful with Mom. When I first walked up, oh my goodness, Daisy was saying, "Hey Mom, look at me, let's play." And I have a little dish of food here that they've been eating out of. Again, with 3 of them, and given that they're just learning how to eat this type of food, you can see how I'm doing this. So super mushy and ready for them. And Burberry is saying, "Hey, I think I'll just lay here next to Mom." You're liking laying next to Mom, aren't you, Burberry? And here's Jackson. You can see Jackson's eyes closely here. We're in some pretty bright sunlight right here. But here's Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Yes, pretty girl. And Coco's little boy is still young enough that he is not yet on mushy food. So he is nursing, and he's doing a great job of nursing. Since he's not attached at the moment, let me show him to you. There he is. His eyes have not yet opened, but I'm expecting them to sometime soon. Look at how beautiful. Oh my goodness. Coco, you're doing a great job being a mommy. Because we're weaning puppies, mom dogs will often want to come out and hang out with me so that the puppies can be on their own for a little bit. So Penny, you're doing such a good job of being a mom. Tea Time says, hey, I would like to be a mom one day too. And Dazzle is right here in my lap saying, me, me, me. Well, you'll get your turns. That's right. You'll have a turn one day too, I'm sure. But just wanted to show you that at this stage, mom dogs definitely like to take a break from puppies, and we certainly allow that. Dazzle, you're enjoying that, aren't you? What's in the food bowl, you might be wondering? This is Purina Pro Plan salmon for sensitive stomachs. And I particularly like that formulation. My dogs like it too. And so when they need a little afternoon snack, they enjoy eating out of the bowl together. I want to show you that sometimes moms like to eat the mushy puppy food, which is what Liberty is doing now. And I want to tell you something else that happens for mom dogs when they have puppies this age. So you'll see here in Liberty's area with her puppies, Liberty will eat, and Liberty will consume a great deal of food. And then, for those of you who have weak stomachs, I want you to cover your ears right now. So if you have a weak stomach, don't listen to me for the next 10 seconds. Mom dogs will just eat so much food, and then they will come right in front of puppies and they will throw it up for the puppies. This is instinct to do this. So Liberty did this for her puppies earlier, and she might just do it again, but it's pure instinct that mom dogs know to do this, and then that the puppies know by the smell to come and eat it. It's amazing how dogs, mom dogs, wean their puppies. And it seems every time I stop by the puppy nursery to check on them, there's some group of them at the feed bowl, which is part of what makes it a mess. I'm literally having to clean up this area right around here every hour or so. So for the last little bit of time, I've been here in my own kitchen hanging out, and I took some ground beef. It's actually ground ribeye, if you want to know. And I, browned it, and then I added water to it, so I make it this consistency. And this will be my dog's breakfast tomorrow morning. So I will be putting that in the refrigerator overnight, and they will get some of that woven in with a little bit of kibble and their powders tomorrow. I also make a point to feed my little puppies in different size and texture and shape bowls so that they get used to eating off of different types of surfaces. So I'll even use a plate or a platter like this and put lots of food into it and feed them all at once. I want them to be very comfortable eating in a variety of different settings as well. This is tea time. At the end of my videos, I like to share some photos of some of my puppies that don't currently live in my home. They were born here and they did live in my home, so you got to know them over time. But see if you can guess these 3 that are about to show up next. At the end, I'll tell you who's who. Were you able to guess? That was Nestle, Bogey, and Godiva. Nestle and Godiva live at some of my very close friends' home, and they are in my breeding program. And Bogey has just gone to his new forever home. We're very happy for Bogey, and we wish you all well.